Nearly a decade after Bonnie Wright said goodbye to the magical world of Harry Potter, she still thinks about her character Ginny Weasley often, wondering what she would be up to today. We know she became a professional Quidditch player, so she's probably super sporty, Wright tells EU exclusively at Warner Brothers. Studios Hollywood on Wednesday, where she was celebrating the grand reopening of the tour, including new Harry Potter theme activations. She's probably jet-setting around the world, and the kids would be at Hogwarts and having more freedom. I have so much fun making these stories up. I often wonder what their house would look like, where would they be living, and what happens next. She adds of her big-screen husband Harry, played by Daniel Radcliffe in the films, she and Harry are, of course, still together and having lots of fun. He's keeping things under control and busy being a dad. While surrounded by an interactive garden of mandrake plants, Wright also talks about her journey to becoming a director and whether or not she and Prince Harry have met up in Los Angeles. Entertainment Weekly. It's been 20 years since you made your Harry Potter debut and the love for the franchise is as big as ever. Are you still enjoying being part of this world after all these years? Bonnie Wright. Of course. As time has gone on since we finished the last film, I feel like my love and respect for it has grown more and more. I've now been able to process what the whole thing was from the other side. When you're in the middle of the experience, you're busy being present, and you don't have the time to think of the enormity of it all. I've learned so much and met so many incredible people. I especially love meeting young fans who weren't even alive when the movies were out. I just think, wow, this is going to keep going in that generational kind of way. I think celebrations of the Harry Potter world, like here at the Hollywood studio, keeps everything alive and exciting. When you're surrounded by such creative reimaginations of shoot locations, is it a bit like a homecoming for you? It is for sure. I think you know the special attention to detail that was given to the props and sets we interacted with during filming, they were so brilliantly made. Then you come into a space like this, and everything has also been given that sort of special attention. You're transported into these little pockets of stories and to locations like Privet Drive and the cupboard under the stairs where you can see where it all began. I particularly love all those opening scenes from the first book that establishes the whole world. It definitely transports me back. Are there any moments that have yet to be recreated that you'd love to see? My favorite set always was the Burrows, the Weasley house. I wish someone would make a part of the Burrows, even a little corner of it. But we do have their car here, the Flying Ford Anglia. Didn't they have that on display at the London studio tour? Yeah, maybe it's been traveling around. It's a flying car, after all. You've since found a career as a director. Do you ever hit up any of your old directors and ask them for advice? I have kept in touch and have been lucky to see them again through experiences like this one. I catch them up on what I've been working on and they've been so supportive. I've also been able to call upon some of the actors I worked with to work with on my projects like David Thewlis and Jason Isaacs. It's lovely to be able to do that, but it's also quite nerve-wracking because they've been directed by such incredible people. I'm really grateful for how supportive everyone has been of me. Did you know you wanted to be a director while working on the films? Yes. In fact, I was in my first year of film school when we shot the last film. I kind of already knew through my exposure to storytelling on set that I was so interested in all the roles from the beginning of the story and not just showing up on set as an actor. I wanted to be involved in the development. My appreciation and curiosity for the process came to me through my years working on the films. You and your former castmates keep in touch via a Harry Potter group chat. What was the chatter about during the pandemic? The typical thing where we check in on one another to see what we've been up to. We always keep up with our milestones, like, when people celebrate 10 years after they've graduated. In theory, now, it's been 11 years. Last summer, we were all celebrating our 10-year anniversary of graduating from Hogwarts. Hopefully, we'll be able to have a delayed graduation celebration soon outside of our chat. With both you and Prince Harry living in Southern California, have you guys met up yet? Laughs. Not all English people hang out together. We have yet to cross paths.